So yeah, welcome to everyone that's turned up to the first Call to Arms campaign session. So let me just set the scene for you here. So your characters exist in this harsh, unforgiving environment known as Agoria. You're currently all located on one island in the center of this world called Valmir. And you've all, for one reason or another, this is in your characters' backstories that you've all created, you've all found yourself to be in the employ of a guild. Some of you have distinctively written how you've come to that. Others of you can decide how you came to be that in the first section. But yes, you're all a part of this one guild. None of you necessarily know each other, but you're currently inside the guild hall. The guild hall is a vast banquet hall with a balcony, sort of like a podium balcony in the far corner, with a gentleman on the top, and you've all been summoned together to meet up and to go and talk to him. This gentleman who's at the end of this banquet hall on this podium. So you've been asked by sort of hands of this guild, each of you separately, to meet up at this said location at the center of the banquet hall and go and speak to a particular gentleman who you've been told is called Nadar. So, as you all meet up, you can obviously introduce yourselves to one another as you don't know any of each other and whatnot.
I cross the guild hall and approach this character who I assume to be Nadar, and I introduce myself. I say, greetings. I am Azazel, reporting for duty.
The character looks back at you and he says, Azazel, I'm pleased to meet you finally. I'm Nadar. Are the rest of the gentlemen and ladies with you?
I take objection to that. I can introduce myself as well. I am Windal, the bard at your service.
Yeah, well, I've heard about you.
Hopefully not too much. Let's keep some things between myself.
Just to clarify, have we been on adventures in this same group before?
No, you've just met. Like
fresh recruits.
You've all been summoned by the hands that recruited you individually, and they asked you to meet up and speak to this gentleman.
Okay, yep, thought so.
And he Nadar looks at Vor and says, the beastia, you must be Vor, the hunter, correct?
I need no introduction. I bow in front of him and flick my ear.
What kind of beastia are you?
A lynx.
A lynx. It's like, hey, a mighty feline stands before me. Nice to meet you too. I'm Windal, the halfling bard at your service.
I quite enjoy the company of a bard.
I can tell we're going to be fast friends, you and I. It's going to be such a grand adventure. Who's this fella?
Nadar sort of looks over the podium and sort of looks down to see this tiny gnome and says, and you, my good fellow, who may you be?
I step back like...
Kathar, and I am here as I was reported to. I overheard this commotion and decided to come over. You must not have all seen me beneath your feet.
He says, well, I'm glad you've all made it. I won't keep you here too long. I'm sure you're all wondering why I've assembled you all here. As you're all aware, you've been in our employ for various amounts of time, and you're not battle-proven, so to speak. I have a job that is relatively pressing and could be dangerous, but should be okay for fledgling guild members like yourselves to take. And then he looks at Windal and says, "And you, I just want you off our sofas."
Hey, that's a rather nice, comfy sofa. You know, don't diss it. It's never know when you've not tried it.
Well, when a bard turns up at our doors 3 months ago and just never leaves, I expect some form of work out of him.
Hey, what can I say? You've got quite a good establishment here. What kind of upstand bard would want to not partake in such culture? And it'll be
The
worth
kind
it
of
some-
bard with class.
He turns to Azazel and says, I'm not too sure what use this bard may be to you, but I've heard great tales from the other guild members of his great talents with music. And you may require this," and hands you a piece of paper. The piece of paper states that there is an urgent job request at the town of Ale Salon in Kapuki, to the south of the guild hall through Wandsworth Woods. They have an urgent matter, but it does not state what the urgent matter is, and are asking for any guild members to help with their problem. As you glance at it, Nadar says, I ensure that this won't be too much to ask of you fellows.
As I'm handing off the paper for the others to look at, just at whoever accepts it from my hand, I say, any opportunity to prove my worth to the guild.
This is what I like to hear.
I take the paperwork from Azazel as I'm the one who passes it.
Okay, so yeah, Cathar jumps up to grab the piece of paper from Azazel. He says, I'm hoping that you, ladies and gentlemen, prove yourself to be a great asset to this new fledgling guild.
Hello, the boss rooming.
And you, Windal, try not to get in their way too much.
I have no promises to make. Whatever, man. I'll try not to get myself killed. Yeah, how's that sound?
I must say that the journey to Ale Salon is relatively long, so ensure that you have the correct provisions with you before you set out. If you are lacking provisions, then Featherton or Fullport may be the best options for you to visit before you set off. Now, that is it. I must eat. Away with you all.
Hang on, you mentioned food? Is it, you know what they say about sharing among friends? Hey! How rude! He's not turning around. Var, what do you think of this?
Ignorant bastard.
I can tell we're going to be friends.
Hadar, who looked very domineering, has at this point jumped off of this stand that he was stood at the podium, and you realize that he is probably the same height as Cathar, this tiny, inconspicuous looking gentleman who then disappears behind some curtains.
I've had fur balls bigger than him.
I think I'm just striding towards the door to leave. Quite, at this point, yeah, that would make sense.
And I'm struggling to keep up.
Sure.
You need to read this paper, sir!
Windal just follows the rest of the group because reasons.
Because reasons.
Okay, so I'm literally like standing just outside, like looking around. I guess Cathar is the closest one following, and he's kind of to my left, really small figure, and I just kind of look around at the nearby stable. Please tell me there's a nearby stable, which I'm looking at.
Yes, there are stables.
And
outside.
I say, that guy's name was Nardar, right?
Yeah, Nadar.
Nadar said this was
Nadar.
a pressing issue, a mystery. Also, we should make haste. And I'm just looking at the horses, and I'm wondering if we can secure those for our journey somehow.
So yeah, looking over at the stables, there is a hand there, sort of tending to these stables. just sort of, mucking them out and feeding them, patting them. You can't hear what he's saying, but his lips are moving. He's clearly talking to them.
I'll approach
he's at one
this
with these beasts.
kindly stable hand, yes.
Well, Hawk, it's be a livery we're standing in. Why, is this on guild business? I say, liverer. Might we procure a pair of beasts for our journey? Guild business, of course. And I lead forward to the nearest person who's next to me. We are in guild business, right?
I
Just
nod.
tell him yes.
Excellent.
The youngish gentleman that was tending to the stables turns around. He's pockmarked with sort of flame red hair. He's got sort of pimples. He looks very sort of young and probably not got hair in all the correct places yet. And he says, are you talking to me?
I'm Shivai, my fine, tall fellow. We're on guild business, apparently. I'll let the tall fella do the talking. I've lost
Okay,
my,
then
I've lost
I
my train of
nominate
thought.
myself.
I pick him up as he speaks.
Who are you picking up?
I'm picking up Cathar as he
Oh, right.
the tall one speaks, so I make him tall.
Good evening, good stable fellow. We are here on guild business. We have been sent on a quest by the guild master, and we must procure 5 horses.
Four.
Sorry, sir. 4 horses. Why can't I have my own horse?
You do?
Oh, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, that's my fault.
Maybe the fifth
Yeah.
one just as a meal on the
Well,
way.
yeah, we may need some provisions. Send us more as we go. Sorry. But yeah, I said when we're on, I try and bluff that we're on guild business and we need 4 horses.
Try and bluff it. It's exactly what we're doing. Okay. I chime in. I lower you down after this, and I say, yes, it is urgent that we travel to, what is it again? Ale Salon?
Yeah, Ale Salon.
To Ale Salon post haste. I assure you that payment shall be made upon the safe return of the 4 horses that are required for guild business. Guild horses for guild business. And
Yeah.
I'm trying to persuade him, basically, to
Yeah, you
give
can
us these horses.
roll me a persuasion check.
Do I get an
it-
assist from anyone potentially there?
If you I'm imagining that he sees the the scrolled paper and sort of snatches it out of your hand and is reading this paper in which Nadar had given you.
Sure, yeah.
Persuade him. So you'd get a bonus to your roll of a good +1 for that.
Is
just
it-
as a
Is Windalar or Cathar trained in persuasion?
That's me. No, but I am in perception, which is why I grabbed the paper and brought it with us.
Windar's trained in persuasion.
Windows.
Can you give me an assist check, Windar?
What? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What's going on? Again?
As you kind of started out this conversation, and you're trained in persuasion, so I think you can
no,
give
but
me an
as
assist
a-
check.
No. That was literally as my character. I introduced myself, but then kind of got bored and looked elsewhere. I was like, oh, what? What's going on?
I was talking out of character. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. So what do you do as a character? If you turn to me, I'm not paying attention. I'm like there.
No,
just looking at something.
I'm lawyering for the fact that you've already said your piece, and that should grant me an assist check, as we both attempted to persuade this
Yeah.
guy in unison.
All right then. We don't have any bonuses, do we? And it's 2d6, right? For the
Speak for yourself. No, you're right. I actually don't.
what's the is the skill check roll the same as before?
Yes, it's 2d6, and it'll be modified by charisma and your persuasion skill.
I don't have any bonuses, do I? In this, I forget.
You're trained. Do you have charisma bonuses
I
or
do.
mods?
Well, I don't have any mods at the moment, so it's I don't have any negatives. That's always a
got-
good thing.
You've got the 1 as a racial
Speak for
bonus, right?
yourself.
Shit, I did that wrong. Roll 2d6.
Should probably pull up the rolls here.
I gain a 6.
That's actually a 7 even, because I think you have a charisma point.
Yeah, you do, because your race has a bonus.
Oh, do I? Oh,
Yeah,
7
it's a
then.
7.
7. All right. As I said, let the tall guy do the talking, which is apparently the gnome, which I love.
So I get a +1, right? As I.
Yeah, you get a +1 from
Just
him
put me
having
down in disgust and
from
say,
this stable boy having the thing. And then-
9.
Okay.
Oh, and then the bonus from him reading the job
so
request also.
Yeah, so it's a 10.
Nice.
So yeah, the stable boy looks kind of panicked. He's sort of patting his head, looking at this piece of paper, and he's just like, you said 4 horses.
Yes.
And do you know how long this job will take?
Some weeks.
Yeah, it should be okay. I think none of these horses are scheduled to be booked out within
Excellent.
the next couple of months.
Bring the horses around immediately. We must move at once.
Okay.
please bring me a stepladder.
And a stepladder. My chainmail jingles as I clap.
Okay, so yeah, he disappears momentarily, and few moments pass, and he reappears with 2 horses in each arm, sort of on reins, and leads them towards you all. And he's just like, these aren't the best horses we have, but they're the only ones that are available. So
It's just a
I'll
donkey.
be judged at that. I
One
saw
step
one of
looking
those
at-
horses looking square in the eye. So,
looking at the horses, there's like 2 sort of relatively okay looking horses, one relatively malnourished, and then a mule that's just
I'm going
not
to.
even quite.
Know who that's for?
I'm going to wander up to the mule and use a bit of the skill for the skill for what the heck's it called? Etiquetterism, whatever the hell it's called.
Equestrianism.
Equestrianism.
A question: does that have any effect here by just looking at the thing?
Absolutely.
I'm going to. I guess I'm going to do equestrianism with. I can't pronounce this thing. I'm going to look into this creature's soul and see if he's up for the challenge.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what information you're genuinely discerning, but as far as flavor goes, it's excellent.
Basically, so Wendale's gonna walk up, very kind of like loose bond, very very loosely wander up to the mule, and I'm gonna start talking to it and looking at it, face eye to eye as a halfling to mule.
Does he? That's a high. That's a really high result. Does he? That's a 10 for stream, by the way. Sorry. What I would be curious, out of character here, is that thing actually going to survive the journey? Does it have the constitution to do this?
Okay, yeah, just mechanically, yeah, but he's sound. But yeah, looking at this donkey, it sort of looks at you like this halfling stood before him with your musical instrument on your back, and he sort of starts staring at you, and slowly his eyes are turning outwards. And then he just sort of looks and then farts and then starts eating grass again. Like just.
It's like, this one shall be my mount.
But look,
I have a good feeling about this one.
But look at this donkey has like some scars on his sort of like nose and on his neck and stuff like that. Like this is a donkey that may be dense, but he's seen some shit. Like this donkey has experienced stuff beyond other donkeys' wildest dreams. Like he has been places as far as donkeys are concerned.
It's like, you and me, we're destined to be. I can see it. I can see the look in your eyes. You are definitely worthy of a bard's mount. So I pat him on the back and go, "Yep, this one shall be mine, Liverer."
The stable boy turns to you and is like, "Oh, he's one of the oldest horses that we have here. He should be suitable for you.
Horse, I believe this is a mule. Are you no liverer? Are you insulting this horse? I mean, well, what is this beast's name?
I just call him Horse.
Horse, horse. How are you wanting to insult horse's nature? I mean, do I call you bestial? Would you be a human? Oh man, you have nothing on the words of manners and karma. God. Okay. I forgive you for this time. I'll look at him in a straight way and go, okay, I forgive you this time, but I'm keeping my eye on you, and I back off, trying to look as mysterious as I can.
I climb atop my noble steed, and I say to the stable hand, "What is your name?"
Yeah, he sort of
His name is Bestial.
he recoils from Windal, and it's just like, I just tend the stables. My name is Finafin.
Finafin, you shall be rewarded. Party,
Finifin.
let us
What kind of-
depart.
Finifin, that's a funny way to say bestial.
I trot
I've
to
given,
the edge of town.
I've given you permission, Flames, to move the X so you can keep track of where your party
Oh.
gets to as you journey.
Okay, that could be a job for the navigator, probably, but okay.
I walk up to one of the horses and rub my face on it and say, "You're mine now."
Prospect is terrifying the horse as you look at him. This horse that you're on is malnourished and probably can only just take the weight of a bestia. Okay, all players now have the capability. So whoever's doing the navigation, you move the X to the following.
I was gonna say, do
Okay.
I have to roll a strength check for getting on mine with how weak I am?
I think the stepladder negated it.
True.
Okay, so you're amongst the
I'm waiting at the edge of town.
yeah, you're sort of amongst this like tree-lined sort of area as it sort of leads like down towards the path, the main trade route to the north of where you're currently located.
Wait. What? Who's next to me on their horse, next to my mule? Anyone want to gain that responsibility?
Me, I will.
But I go to you. I lean over. I say, I shout, wait. Then I lean over to Yvonne and go, Yvonne, what would happen if we were to say get to have a peckish on this journey? I mean, how long we're going to be traveling?
We'll eat the dwarf.
Yes, but the dwarf.
I'm
doesn't
not
look
a
like a-
dwarf. I'm a
No. The small one, the tall one. We'll eat the tall one.
Actually, out of character, who's the shortest, the halfling or the gnome?
I'm the
I
shortest.
Right?
think it's the gnome.
Yeah, the gnome, I believe.
Oh, he's the
in
tallest. Come on.
I'm the 5x5 square, like 5 meter by 5 meter in the class of small, and I think you might be like medium, which is still 5 meter by 5 meter. So I'm not too sure how it's worked out yet.
Well, in the actual lore of the world, who tend to be taller, halflings or gnomes?
Oh, definitely halflings. You stand about
Yeah.
half the height of a human.
Right, okay, fair enough.
I believe gnomes are quarter and halflings are half. aren't
Sorry,
they?
I didn't realize you were asking a genuine question. I was joking around for like 10 minutes.
A halfling asking somebody who I can clearly see who's the tallest. Who's the Hey, Vor, we need to vote. Who's taller out of me and the gnome? It's like you're quite clearly taller than him, Windar. No, but I need a second opinion. On a second opinion. Okay, so then after Voz wants to go, does anyone else worry that I might get a bit peckish on this journey? I mean, I've as a simple bard, I've already got a few provisions.
Can
but,
I still hear Windalar? Is he in earshot? Or
Yeah,
Windar,
yeah.
sorry.
He's in earshot. You're all sort of just coming up to this tree line as you're leaving the guild hall.
Okay, yeah. No, I do overhear it then, but I'm just looking back towards them.
I mean, I've only got I look at my phone. I've only got about 5 days worth of Munchables here.
I point to the gnome and do this.
When I read the When I read the job request, did that list the other? Did it just request that I go and meet Nadar, or did it actually
I don't
specify
know.
who
You tried
else
to
was?
throw it away. We've not read it yet, probably.
I've read it. You've read it.
The yeah, it said to basically head to the hall at Ale Salon.
Yeah, so it
sort of
didn't
like
specify.
the town hall at Ale Salon. No, it didn't specify the job, so
But
to speak.
I mean, I don't think I even need to make a perception check to know who these guys are. He had an instrument. The Beastia had a bow. The
Yeah.
gnome had a staff. Yeah, sure. So I'm just sitting
I might
waiting.
have been lying.
Just carry an instrument. I'm a wizard.
I might have been self-proclaimed a bard. You know, you've not heard me sing yet, or have you? I don't remember you. Who are you? What's your name?
Sure.
Actually, that's a good question. Actually, out of character, what class are you? What race are you?
I'm a
Right.
human. I am
Oh, yeah,
a fairly tall, quite muscular but slender individual with a completely bald head, fair skin, and
like,
a rather
oh, you-
aggressive demeanor.
Okay, so let me get this straight. So you're a human. You got a bald head. You look every human that I've seen. Who are you?
Yeah, just the most generic person imaginable. Yeah.
It's not
Those
you can
humans
anybody,
all look the same anyway.
especially the
I just
bald-
reinforced the
especially bald
stereotype.
ones. Okay, so
So on a serious note here, Azazel is the only human in our
Yes.
party. Then,
I'm
isn't
in
he?
silver chainmail. I have on my back a short sword and a shield which is emblazoned with the emblem of the Anji Kajishi. I will learn to say this.
Angi Jikishi.
Angi Jikishi religious symbol, which kind of resembles like an owl skull and some feathers and some blades. It's very badass, basically.
Cool.
cool. All right, so question still stands. We still I've only got 5 days with a Munchables, and the nearest town is like what is it? What is it? Feather Town? What's it called?
It would
has feathers
either,
in it.
yeah, the Nadar stated that there's Featherton or Fullport, which you could get provisions from.
Can I interject at this point and say I have a fishing pole if anyone has that skill?
Azazel is now staring at the sun as it slowly sets.
Bloody humans staring at the sun.
Okay, so
Sorry, what was that? I was reading my books.
So do you guys set to Fullport, Featherton, or are you just heading out straight to El Salon? What does your party of miscreants decide to do?
We'll see. I know Tom is sitting on a lot of gold, so he may have things to do.
no, I don't. He lies. It's like okay. I asked the question. Which place is closer?
Full port.
Full port it is then. Follow me.
As I am on the east side of town, and as I see the party beginning to leave in that direction, I have to gallop up and sort of ride alongside, and I say, "Why are we leaving in this direction? People need us."
Reasons.
Because reason.
Sorry, what's the gnome's name again?
Cathar.
Cathar.
Do me a favor, guy. Go onto your settings and put your display name as your character's name, so I don't.
I can do that too.
Because
it's literally-
Tom's memory's appalling.
Yeah,
It's worse
exactly.
than mine.
Exactly. So it'll help me having to. Instead of me asking me 5 seconds what your character's name is, I can just read it. Yeah, so,
Horsington requires nourishment.
I basically, I shout to Cathar, and go, Cathar, what are we doing again?
We are meant to be heading out on a quest to. It's written down.
No, it said why are we heading out?
Nada is where we're heading out to. We weren't
No,
given a
he-
reason, really.
He gave us the
Elsalom.
quest. We're heading to
Yeah,
Elsalom.
El Salon.
Yeah,
That's where you're heading out
it's
to.
down in Kapuki. desert region.
Down in Kapuki where the people dance.
Kapukan is a place of the sand.
I mean,
And,
if you want to give Azazel a reason, you might convince him to head to Fullport.
okay, I'm going to say right. That's what the tall one said, and also it's a matter of logistics, my dear human. see, Featherton is such a long way away, while Fullport is closer, and we might perhaps cut the journey in half by perhaps renting a boat, a rowety boat, and then we can just take it easy, put our feet up, and drift most of the way. That's what I say.
I don't believe this plan is wise. I think we would die at sea, and I doubt that we have the coin to purchase ferriage upon one of the great ships, which, as I understand, do not travel to the region of Kapuki.
I think you'd die at sea if we get hungry.
Well, okay, I didn't think that. I don't think that far ahead. I'm impulsive, all right, Azazel. I'm trying to think of the easiest way. Throw me a bone here. If you're gonna plan, then why don't you say it? I don't know. I'm just a bard.
Absolutely. Your services shall be most appreciated on this journey. But follow me then. To the east we shall depart. One of us must be equipped to navigate the lands between here and Featherton.
I'm guessing that would either
I
be
actually
Cathar has
am.
the compass, but someone
I
else
actually
needs to
am.
make the check. I
Yeah.
untrained
No, I
in
have
navigation.
a 0.
Oh, you're a
No.
navigator.
No.
Yeah, you could handle navigation then if you want
Yeah.
to. One thing, can I just clarify? There was
Yeah.
no map offered or anything, was there, for the quest?
No, but you'll all be aware of this particular island.
There's a lot of
and
base from Cathar. just
Well,
saying.
He's all about it. He's all about that base.
Sorry.
It's this thing. It's
Sorry, I
this
didn't
thing.
realize that.
It's called a road.
Yeah, you're all relatively familiar with.
I mean, I
Kapuki
assumed
and
that. I
Valmir.
just,
Yeah.
thought it would better
But
our
there is-
chances.
There is no map that you were handed by Nadar.
That's fair. I wouldn't assume that we could acquire one. So yeah, I'm ready to head to Featherton if you're ready to make the navigation check, Cathar. That will be
Well,
how many
while
days?
they're traveling, I shall sing a ditty. Oh, heavy horses.
Oh man, I'm snapping
move
to
the
griff.
land beneath me.
It's like a two
I've
and
got
a
the
half day
compass.
journey.
Does that add a +1? And then with the navigation skill being 0, that's just not a penalty,
What's
right?
your intelligence?
Um,
Oh, your intelligence is through the roof. Yeah, you get a
Hey.
+2 from your intelligence and a +1 from the compass, so you got a +3.
Iron-clad feathered feet
Mhm.
out in the dust. Sweet and rose
Well,
veins and
I wouldn't
snow.
describe it as a particularly difficult journey. So maybe we scrape by. Yeah, so
This is
what
why you-
happens, oh great dungeon master?
Yes. So yeah, you make your way down to down this lane to get to the trade route, but you've kind of slightly got confused as to which direction you go. But you're
shit.
certain you've discussed it, but it's taken you a couple of hours of debating, and then you've gone towards Featherton, noticing that at the end of this path there actually was a sign that said Featherton this way 2 days anyway. But you still debated it, and it took you basically 3 days as opposed to 2.5.
All right, I'll
to
take that.
reach Featherton.
Everyone make sure that you subtract your rations for 3 days.
Yeah.
I think I only had 1 day's worth of Oh no, inventory 3.
Oh, if anyone didn't have the 5 from the kit, then we're in trouble, but I'm pretty
Oh
sure
no, I did
everyone
have the
does.
kit. There was 5 in the kit.
Yeah.
Iron-clad feathered feet pounding the dust. Oh, heavy horses, move the land beneath me. I sing a song about horses.
My tail's wagging along to Windlar's amazing singing.
I don't react, but internally I'm like humming along, like really enjoying it.
But being
Might know
stoic,
him on
not
the back of
showing.
his
Yeah.
heels,
Yeah.
listening
show
appreciatively.
You could just imagine him just being there, like sort of jiggling a bit, like it's not even a good song. I mean, it's like
I
doesn't
am-
want to succumb to it.
I refuse to enjoy this. I refuse. Okay.
What do we see when we arrive upon Featherton?
So yeah, approaching as you enter through the gates of Featherton, you can see it's a relatively humble town. There's blacksmith shops. There's a few, different sort of stalls knocking about and whatnot, just sort of there. And it's a very, it's a necessity village. It's there for necessity. So it's not grandiose. It's very sort of farmlandy. There's lots of agricultural work going on, and people tending to fields that are just outside of the village/town itself. And not many people are about. It's getting into the evening now of the third day, and it's sort of calming down. But the shops are still running, and they're sort of candle lit stalls as you're sort of approaching through the gate.
So what kind of town are we? What kind of culturally this town is it? Would you consider it a rich town or sort of a poor town or somewhere in between?
Yeah, it's sort of a very mediocre based town. It's basically farmers, like agricultural workers. There's a few shopkeepers and whatnot that reside in Featherton, but it's a very humble town. Architecturally, it's very sort of wooden buildings and sort of bits of brick in there as well. Like it's wooden structure frames with brick filled in between, very cottagey with thatched roofs. Smoke is coming out of chimneys. The sun's sort of slowly setting at this point, so it's looking very picturesque and pleasant.
As I dismount, I say, Windar, please accompany me to the stable.
Okay. All right. You're the boss, Rumi.
I gesture for the, no, I lead 2 horses. Windalar, if you bring the horses from the other 2, as we're approaching the stable, I say, leave the horses here. Walk with me. Follow my lead. And I approach the stable.
I shrug in response, but carry on anyway.
Does the guild have a specific name that I should be using?
You can all decide that right now what you want this guild to be called.
Oh god, what should we be called,
And in the
guys?
perfect time with no base. Go for it.
What should we be called?
The Guild of Semi-Literate Explorers.
Sounds about right. I don't know. We might have to fill in the blanks later as we give that some thought.
How about the Guild of Valcutta?
That sounds like a reference to me.
What? No, never.
On
So
this stream.
in that case, I'm just going to I kind of like push Windalar forwards a little bit, like hopefully without anyone really noticing.
Yeah, I mean, in this land, you would be able to say we're from the guild. They'd know because there's only
Oh,
one
okay.
guild in Valmir, which is the guild which you're from.
That's pretty cool. Okay. So in that case, yeah, I push Windar forwards a little bit, and then to get the attention of a farmhand, I kind of loudly clear my throat, like,
Yeah. A young-ish stable hand sort of hears the commotion and approaches you, and sort of says, hello, I'm Jamath. How can I assist you?
I stand to attention and I say, the great bard Windar of the guild on guild business here in the town of Featherton, traveling forth to protect the innocent civilians of Valmir. Please, we require use of these stables for the guild.
When he announces my name, I slightly hesitate, but then I do this. I gesture in what I think is the most royal way, saying that yes, that is me.
And then I step back as if to give the stage to Windar, as if he's a grand official, and I've introduced him.
I clear the phone and go, boy,
That is my attempt to assist you in persuasion.
Yeah.
boy, I hereby declare that this livery shall be the honor of stabling my horse and my fellow company's mules.
I give it like a thumbs up and a wink.
There may be a shiny penny in for it for you.
No, I was trying not to pay. No.
I said, hey, let me roll with this. There may
Sure.
be a shiny penny in it for you.
Can I push in front of Windlar? Just be like, oh, for God's sake.
Okay.
How
You
dare
know
you touch me,
horses.
peasant?
I step in front of Windar and I'm like, back off, back off. This is Windar. Don't lay a hand on Windar.
Who's Windar? Oh, that's me. I don't hear my name that often, sir.
What is it? Vor states?
Do you know who this horse is? It's Horsington Horsley. You should be honoured to have him in your stable. Look at the proud beast.
I love it that you're untrained in persuasion and you just push in like, this is Horsington, god damn it!
Well, that's what someone untrained in persuasion would do.
I go,
Completely in character. Carry on.
I walk forward to the stable boy and go. You'll have to excuse my jester. The feline is quite loud in the vocal persuasions, but she does not know what she talks about.
Okay. I want you both to roll me persuasion checks. Tom, yours is assisted by
Okay,
Azazel as
I'll-
well.
I'll
and
roll
Kat,
first.
you need to roll me a persuasion check as well, separately.
Is it 2d6?
How do I... There's a macro. We just can't select our tokens right now. That's a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, Kat, you'll be rolling a 2d6 minus. If they're untrained, it's a -1, right?
4.
Yeah.
No.
Minus
Four.
4.
Whoa.
No, I rolled a 4. Sorry.
Oh,
If they're untrained in it, it's a -1, correct? If it's
at
a
the
skill
rolls
that they're
here.
not trained in.
What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's -1. If it's a weapon that they're not trained in, it's that -1 plus -2 on top as well. Because they're flustered in the heat of battle, unprepared.
Okay, and Tom, can you roll me your persuasion, please?
I did. If,
Oh, you did. Oh, you did. Yes, you did.
Yeah, he got a 12.
If Azazel wins his persuasion, I get a bonus of 12. If not,
Vor,
it's 11.
by the way, Vor can't assist because
No,
they're
she's-
untrained.
Yeah, yeah. And
No,
she's separate.
I'm talking about your roll. If Azazel passes his persuasion check, I get a plus 12. I get a 12. If not, it's 11.
No, I was trying to assist you, so you definitely got the 12.
Yeah.
Right, in that case, then there you go. So
Okay, the stable hand sort of looks at Vor and says, "Mm-hmm, yeah, Horsington, okay," and then looks at Windal and says, so you're Windal. I see. I've heard tales from the guild about your musical playing. Yes,
you give me too much honor there, boy. You give
I-
me too
I
much
shall-
honor.
Definitely let you use the stables as soon as it's for official guild business. I would not want to stand in the way of the guild. All that I ask from you is perhaps you play a few notes for me, just to ease my day.
Oh, why the hell not? I stand on a nearby haystack
I wonder if he'll draw a crowd.
and go. I should like to play a little ditty that I used to know from the tales of yore. It is now you have a. Let me think of a song. I start tuning the little. I start tuning my harp.
It's
Right.
comforting that you don't know what your instrument's called.
It's a stringed thing. It looks like a bow, but it has more than one string. A multi-string bow. Ring, ring. Shit! I've actually got mind block. Shit. Okay. Let me think of a song. Okay. Let me tell you a story to chill the bones out of things that I saw. I was wandering blind in the dark moonlight, gazing up to the stars, unaware of a presence so near to me, watching my every move. Feeling scared, I fell to my knees. Something rushed me from the trees. Took me to an unholy place. That is where I fell from grace. And they summoned me over to joining with them. That is where I bring. I literally went. I literally, my character lost track of his mind and finished.
That was commendable.
Love the way you were rocking out. So just I comment that.
That's one of my favorite songs, by the way.
As you look there, Jamath is sort of like tear in their eye, just sort of looking at you like that was beautiful. Yes, your horses may be stabled here. That's fine. Oh, I can't wait to tell the other stable hands that I just had a performance from the Great Wind Owl.
Oh, you pray tell us I shall be at the nearest tavern, and I shall perhaps grace you all with another performance in ditties.
I was hoping you would ask for a performance check to see if he drew like a huge crowd around and stuff. That would have been amazing.
Well,
Because it's so late in the evening, most people are in their houses. If it was earlier in the day, well, it's sort of cropped on so long now. So yeah, the sort of this Jamath sort of leaves the area with the horses and takes them to the stables to be stowed for you all for the evening.
We should find a place to rest, and then we can depart tomorrow, should there not be any business that you require taken care of in Featherton.
The great Nadal requires nourishment, food, and provisions for the journey ahead. I'm keeping in character now for that. I enjoy this character too much.
I'm gonna find a tavern.
Okay. So yeah, there's a tavern relatively close to the stables. The sign outside, you can see that this tavern's called the Scoundrel's Axe.
All right.
Sounds like my kind of place.
I enter the Scoundrel's Axe and glance around. Who do I see inside?
So it's a relatively quiet evening. There's a few old-looking gentlemen sat around having a beer. That you can't really overhear what they say. They're just sort of mumbling, sort of there, like talking perhaps about the days that have just gone past. There's an old man with a rather great mustache stood behind the bar with his sleeves rolled up, a leather apron on, sort of there, slinging beers to a few gentlemen that are sat at the bar.
Greetings, sir. What is your name?
The gentleman looks at you and goes, "Oh, hi there. My name is Gundo. May I
Gundo.
get you a drink?"
I salute. An honor to meet you. To meet you. Unfortunately, I have no coin at this moment. I am one of a group of guild members on a journey to Ale Salon. There is great trouble afoot in the region of Kapuki, and we must respond as soon as humanly possible. Me and my party would like rooms for the night here and refreshments. Perhaps you would offer some discount for guild members.
Gundo looks back at you and he's like, "Well, I've only got one room available, so I mean, you're more than welcome to sleep on the floors, and I will discount you accordingly, of course."
We'll take it. I sort of pound the bar as I say that.
As for refreshments, I've got some mead knocking about that went undrank earlier. The two cretinous men came in, ordered drinks, and then pissed off without paying or even drinking the damn things. They might have gone a little bit tepid at this point, but, you know, they'll get the job done.
I am eternally grateful. I shall return with my party soon. Alright, cool. I'm pretty satisfied.
Is there a local store of general goods and services?
Yeah, so from where the stables are, they're like, it goes out, and then to the left is the Scoundrel's Axe, and to the right is just a street with stalls with various shops selling knickknacks and provisions and etc.
Might I smell the air? I want to follow my nose to the nearest herbalist smoky smells that I can find.
Okay, yeah, roll me a perception check. Okay, yeah, you sort of smell the air. There's this staunch smell of smoke from log fires.
That's an 8. Just pointing that out. -1 in wisdom.
-1 in wisdom. Cool.
Oh, right.
There's this stench of log smoke from these cottages that are burning these fuels, and it's hard to distinguish, but you smell that, not too far off in the distance. There's this faint aroma of herb.
Ah, wonderful. I shall follow that.
That's always a good
Follow my
choice.
nose.
It always knows. You know what this? Hey, Qatar. You know what they say? Follow your nose. It always knows.
Where do they say that?
As I'm leaving, what was the name of the tavern again?
The Scoundrel's Axe.
As I'm striding out of the Scoundrel's Axe, I like to imagine that I overhear just that end of the sentence there, and I'm like, what is going on?
Right, where does this trail of scent lead me, DM sir?
Yeah, so halfway down this ramshackle sort of tented stalls, there is a rather elaborately decored tent, and there's plumes of smoke pouring out from underneath this canopy.
Like, has anyone followed me, or is it just myself?
I think I would follow, actually, yeah.
I'd follow on principle, but I think my dwarf would pass out walking in. My gnome would pass out walking in.
I not knowing if anyone's followed me or not, I just speak to the back of me going, I believe I have found the right place. And then I enter in.
So, as you sort of pull apart this canopy and sort of walk in, smoke plumes from outside. It just looks like you're walking into another dimension. Smoke plumes out from behind you as you sort of bow your head in. It's very sort of dimly lit, candlelit, and just sat on a pillow sort of at the back of the room where all these trinkets and desirables are there is this oldish looking man with a long beard, and at first he does not notice you and then sort of looks up and he's just like, oh, hey, can I help you?
I certainly hope so. Greetings, my name is Wendar, and I am here to partake in some of your wares.
Take my wares. Okay. Oh, you want to buy something? Nice. Okay. Yeah. Sure. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What sort of thing are you after, my friend?
Well, from guessing of my nose, you are a purveyor of pipeweed. Am I assuming correctly?
We do have a fine array of tobaccos.
Now, might I see your selection?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, of course. Yeah. One moment. Yeah. And he sort of disappears behind this curtain. Sort of, he gets up and is quite stumbly. Comes back out with like a glass sort of a tray with like a wood. It's like a glass-topped wooden tray with different sort of tobacco herby type materials on the inside, and he lifts up the lid. This aroma sort of floods out, just a mishmash of just these combined aromas sort of lingers in your nostrils as you're sort of there, and he sort of takes a puff of this sort of like pipe and blows the smoke and is just like, I recommend this one, and points towards a rather peculiar greenish looking brown tobacco with like purpley parts in it.
I take a little sample and give it a sniff. My friend, what do I smell? It's kind of described there. Is it a pleasant smell? Is it a mysterious smell, or is it?
The aroma is sweet and peppery.
My friend, I think you may have won me over. I shall take some of. I shall purchase some of this. What would be your asking price?
price. Yeah, like for coin. You
I
can-
do have other services. I could perhaps play you a Dizzy. Would you like a song for the tobacco, or would you prefer the iron price or the musical price?
Please roll me a persuasion check for that. Picture this guy's just sort of zombified, looking at you, sort of
I
taking
know.
in this information.
In my head.
Oh shit!
Your persuasion roll, sir. He's like, oh man, it's been so long since I've heard some live music. Have you heard the music at the Scoundrels Axe? It's awful. I don't even like drinking. It's just, it's really unhealthy for you, man. It's just, it messes with your brain.
Oh, terrible! A terrible curse upon the mind is the ale of ill content.
And it's like,
Okay.
yeah, of course. Yeah, play me a song. You can have a few parts of it if you play me a pleasant song. I depend on how much you require.
I would just require a few evenings worth of pleasure.
Yeah, if I play me a song. Play me a song. Come on, play me a song. Come on.
Right, okay. I pull out my thing and I'll play a song. When you're falling awake and you take stock of the new day and you hear your voice croak as you choke on what of you need to say. Well, don't you fret, don't you fear. I will give you good cheer. Life's a long song, and the life tends too soon for us all, and etc.
Roll me a performance check for that, please.
No problem. Roll 2d6.
That has a +1.
It does? All right.
Yep.
Oh, it's charisma based since it gets us the 9. It'll be a 9 then.
Yeah, man, sort of. He sort of just stares blankly after you finish, and then sort of he looks like he's possibly fallen asleep. His eyes are closed. He's sort of not quite there, and then he's just like, "Yeah, that was a pretty good song, my friend. Yeah, take 2 evenings, but this is my personal stuff. I shouldn't really be giving away the stuff I'm supposed to sell, but for such a song, of course." And he sort of hands it to you, and he's just like, if you ever want to buy some more tobaccos, just come on in. I'm always here. Well, I'm not here Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, but I'm always here.
Well, I would also need a new implement. So, what is the price of your pipe?
Oh, pipes. Oh, I only tend to have this particular one. It's the most favored one in Valmir. It's just your simple clay pipe. Put it in here. Smoke comes out of here. It's relatively straightforward.
Pint and smoke.
Right, I shall take it. How much?
It's like, oh, that's 10 copper for that. Yeah.
10 copper. I shall take it. Right.
Wait, not 10 copper. It'd be 8 copper. I do apologize.
Shit, maths. I've got 90 silver. How much will I have left after paying 10 copper?
80 silver and 2 copper. No, you've got 90 silver or 9 silver.
Be 90
No, I think you
silver, or-
mean 9 silver. Yeah, you'd have 8 silver left and 2 copper.
Cool. Okay. I bow to him and I bid him farewell.
He sort of plonks himself down back on the pillow and just continues smoking.
I love the image of him sitting there with his pipe and he just kind of takes a drawer and then lifts it away and goes, "Pipes. Pipes. Pipes. Ah!"
Right. Okay. That's my little bit done. Does anyone else want to do something?
Well, as you leave the tent, I am stood outside kind of looking like I'm guarding the entrance sort of thing. And I say,
I'd have been there with you.
Windar, I have secured us a room and some flat ale for the night. It's the best I could do. with my
Flat ale. Flat
0
ale.
gold.
It has the most character. Well done, sir.
It is additionally aged for sophisticated flavor. No, yes.
Well, I lean up to him and stand on my tip and goes, "Well, you know what to say about age? You lose strength, but you gain character."
Exactly. Oh, I don't actually laugh in character. I'm just like, exactly, and then I walk back to the I can't remember the name.
The Scoundrel's Axe.
Write that one down. Scoundrel's Axe.
Just one last. I speak to the other two. I'm pretty sure this will require some more nibbles for the rest of our journey. Perhaps we should procure that before we settle down for the evening?
I certainly
You're so
agree
meat.
with.
If you wish, I shall wait at the Scoundrel's Axe.
Do you not require nibbles?
At this point, I do not feel it is such an issue. Also, the fact that I am unable to pay the price is somewhat an issue. Do not worry, Windar. I shall be fine.
I nod and basically turn around to Vaughn and go, "He's a goner." and then walk off to the nearest place.
I mean,
To
I'm
buy-
like, I'm with Vor, so I'm fine.
Oh,
If I have a
I-
hunter with me, I know that we can hunt, so I'm fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm literally doing it in character.
I realize.
I don't know that you have 4 rations. I think you're going to set out with nothing to eat. So I'm like, the poor bastard.
I've got. Oh shit! I think I subtracted from the wrong sheet. Apologies, someone else there. But no, I have 2. I do have 2 rations at this stage.
Okay. Just for the sake of speed, do you want to just grab the
You
rations
might have
and
done it
we'll-
from mine, but I'll have the same at this
It's the
stage,
same, so yeah.
Okay, let's look at the map. So, how long do you think the nearest till we get to the nearest forest? Do you reckon that the nearest forest for hunting? We are at Theliton.
I can't
we
position that thing.
Oh, for God's sake! Stupid roll 20s bugging out on me.
We're 2 days travel away from the forest's edge.
So safely buy extra 2 rations, I think.
Well, I can afford, I think, a bit more than 2 rations.
Place
I was-
how much?
Rations?
2 silver.
Oh, it's in the items. So, so it's 2 silver for 1 day's 2 silver. So,
Yep.
And how many silver is there in a gold coin?
10. Yep.
Okay, 5 days rations extra. I shall pay for.
Cool.
I would like 10 days more rations.
Can you carry that? I'm assuming you can.
Yeah, I've got that.
I'm gonna buy 5.
It's just a gnome under a pile of rations. All set, guys. Just like a little thumbs up pops out.
Okay, right, I think unless anyone else has any business to attend to, I think we have some flat ale with our names on it. Party at the tavern.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for them to enter, and we can drink the night away and be ready.
I believe this place lacks a certain thing. Me.
And
So
I-
I stroll in.
I'm happy to drink, but yeah, no, I'm fine. I've used a ration today. I'm fine. I'll take from the drink and then sleep. All good.
Okay, so yeah, Gundo shows you, to your room. It's not a great room. It's very basic. It's not fantastic. There's one sort of bed in there that is basically like hay bales with some leathers thrown on the top,
All right.
or hides thrown on the top.
I remove
What?
my mail and then just lie on the hardwood floor.
while we're in the room together, just the four of us, I'm going to take my purse and I'm going to hide it down my pants.
Well, my eyes are literally closed, so there's no chance of me seeing that.
I thought you were going to say, my eyes are firmly on your pants.
And unfortunately, due to my height, I think I have.
It's like, actually, you know what? I'm going to hide it in the cod piece. I'd imagine I hide away in a cod piece. Yeah. Right, not before taking out a couple of coins here and there, just for spending, if need be. Right. Okay. What's everyone else going to do?
I've just curled up on the floor and gone to sleep.
I think I'm nodding off.
I would
I'm
like
go-
to open out my bedroll and sleep in the bedroll.
Oh shit! I should have thrown down my bedroll. Nice.
I need not a bedroll. I shall sleep rough. Basically just to cut to the chase. I'm gonna.
So you've all slept on the floor.
I don't think so. Someone must have.
I beg to differ. I'm gonna spend. I got one gold coin on a great night, and then just fall asleep naturally. Perhaps it might be in a tavern. It might not be in a tavern. So, if you want me to do any rolls for that evening, I'll do so, and you can tell me what happens later on. Just cut to the chase.
Okay, yeah, you can do a roll for how exciting your night got at that tavern.
Is it the luck save?
Would that be a charisma check?
Yeah, I think it would probably.
Seems like more of a saving throw. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I think luck would probably be the best thing.
Right
for
up.
it.
Looks that would be a 12. So, do I have to get in a 12 or beat a 12?
12 or above, yeah.
Right. Do I add anything to it, or am I?
No, it's a straight D20. There's only one instance in this system where that roll is ever modified. Oh dear. Not the most eventful of evenings.
So, you do get lucky that evening. You have a few more drinks. You're talking to a pleasant wench who's a frequent at the bar. When you wake up in the morning, you're in this wench's bed, but they're not quite as pretty as you remember them. For one, they have a beard, which is disturbing, and
I sneak out of the room.
You can try.
I don't cry. I shoulda.
so you sneak out of their room. If this is the case, please
Roll a stealth check.
Oh, that'll be a -1. That.
Oh god.
I was gonna say hopefully they're tired out, but maybe not. Oh my god, look at that! Damn.
The gods
Yeah,
are on my side.
They're
Nice.
you look across and their rug-like hairy back is just sort of exposed. They're snoring away, passing wind and whatnot. It was clearly just some sort of fat lumberjack who's dressed up as a woman.
That was a 12, by the way. It was unpenalized.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a -1. Just 12.
Yeah,
Okay.
you sort of just leave the room and they're fast asleep, gone to the wind.
Right. Okay. And I meet up with you guys if need be.
Yeah, I think in the morning, I just head out, get the horses from the stables, and prepare.
I would follow
follow
the biggest
the
one.
I get really excited when I see Horsington and run up and hug him.
I do believe that I may have lay with a troll last night. Do not ask the details. We'll leave it to that.
I just kind of look at you for a second with a completely blank expression, and then just carry on.
Maybe a slightly sorer ride on his behind on this horse today.
I think so. Ow. Ow.
Yeah, Jamath is there, and she welcomes your return. It says, "Oh, the horses have been kept, in a good condition." And she looks at the mule, the donkey, and says, "And that one, boy, can he put it away." And just sort of stable, puts the reins on them and brings them out to you all and whatnot.
So, Windelad, would we have discussed a plan to head to the forest's edge, or are we literally trying to push through the forest in a single stretch?
Well, this is a question we shall be discussing on our as we are leaving. So are you discussing that now?
I think so. Let's bring up the map here so everyone can
Well-
see where we're headed.
Well, so looking at the distance, do we see a tree line in the far distance?
That would be very far.
Yeah. Okay. Do we know of the forest?
I mean, we see the road heading that way for sure.
I mean, do we know that there? Do we know that there's Wangsworth Woods in
Wang. That is the yes. It's now
Wangsworth.
called. It's now called Wangsworth Wood.
Has to be.
Wangsworth. Do we know there's Wangsworth Wood in between us and our destination?
Yeah. You're aware, but like I said, you're aware of the island.
I'd
Right,
be
it's not-
definitely familiar with this place as a human. I was raised here.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you mentioned that, so it might be worth that we camp out there. That we might be worth it might be worth restocking our provisions in the wood. Would it be the wood? The Green Mother perhaps might give us luck.
Yes, that may be necessary. I believe the road runs straight through the wood. Whilst this will allow us to travel unhindered, the dangers will still be heightened.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Cathar, please,
as-
navigate away, my small friend.
Okay, I will roll a 2d6 plus
3.
3.
I'm glad we have like the best navigator in the lands almost.
Huzzah!
There we go.
Oh boy, that didn't come out right. You can use the macro. Matt, could you
Oh,
put people's
damn it,
tokens onto this
right.
page for them so they can use macros?
Oh right. Yeah.
You don't have to. I do know how to do it properly. No, obviously I don't. Sorry.
Yeah, let's get the macros up.
Yeah. Right, I'll put your tokens down.
Yeah, if we have those nearby, we should be alright.
Why was that embarrassing?
It's all good. Alright, there you go. Do you see yourself on the world map?
yes, I do.
Nice.
Oh, I can't select me.
Change your tool.
And this
Oh,
is
yes.
what it means. From the red sky of the east to
Roll.
the sunset in the west, we have cheated death and he has cheated us.
Seeing the
I-
roll macros.
When you select your token in the top left, there should be next to the tools.
Yeah, they're not coming up. Do I need to log out and log back in again?
It sounds like something's not
Oh
right.
no, it's left right click. It'd be attribute, wouldn't it? Or any skill.
Attribute is 1. Bonus is 1. Compass is also 1 to bonus. So attribute 1, bonus 2. You could just stick a 3 in bonus if you want. Same roll. Nice. We got.
I shall sing a ditty.
Wait a
about
second, you
the
did three- you
journey
didn't-
ahead.
Yeah, I did 3.
You did
I did
attribute. Do a-
Yeah,
Do a skill roll.
skill.
That was my bad. That was a good result too.
Skill. So it's skill level 0. Attribute modifier 0.
1.
Just add 3 to whatever comes out, basically.
Yeah. 11. Still
11.
solid.
Cool.
I know what I want and I'll say what I want and no one can take it away.
Okay. Yeah. You managed to get there. It's clearly signposted to Wandsworth Woods, and it follows the river. And Azazel knows this, having grown up on this island. So you make your way there without any problems.
If we're following roads, then does that give us extra bonuses?
Yeah, I'd imagine that it probably would give you extra bonuses because you'd be seeing signposts and whatnot. It's harder to actually get lost. And
Maybe a
whatnot.
+1 for that? I don't know. It's your
Yeah.
call as the DM.
For
Whoops.
now we've been all right so far, so I don't think we need retroactiveness.
No,
but,
we're all good.
perfect. Okay, so how long are we going to travel for? 2 days? 3
Yeah, we
days?
traveled 2 days to the edge of the forest, so that's my ration spent.
Wonderbar. Okay, so
Okay, I'll.
that's 5 left.
Does the navigator or whoever wants to move the X, whoever your navigator is, will probably be the best.
I
Actually,
couldn't
could-
position
I
it,
could
kept snapping to the grid.
Kata.
That's right. I'll move it down if that's the sort of location you want to be in.
Yeah, that's basically spot on.
Perfect. All right. Cool.
Ugh, this deluge isn't certainly making this journey pleasant.
How many rations have we used? Sorry.
2.
We used 2 more there, so we're all done.
We've been traveling for
Unless
2
you...
days.
No, you guys got more, so you're fine. I'm all done. Adventuring kit depleted. Even though it was a dungeoneering kit.
Okay, so you guys setting up camp at this place? Is that what you're doing?
Well, it's the night of the second day, isn't it? So...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess... Yeah, I guess we camp the night here. Did anyone get a tent? Sounds like it's raining to me.
Certainly I didn't. We shall have to seek shelter under a tree.
Oh boy, all that gold and no tent. Can't hide under the gold.
Can I fashion a tent out of a bedroll and my rope?
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Do I
Seems
need
like
to
a
roll
stretch.
something for that?
Don't think
brave-
bedrolls are waterproof.
You know what they say, a brave man...
Better than nothing.
I think we'd be better
I
looking
go-
for a cave.
I go to Vorongo. You know what they say, Vor? A brave man likes to feel the elements on his shoulders, but a wise man has enough sense to get in out of the rain.
Don't want to feel what you've had on your shoulders after last night.
We don't speak of those times.
For I think your ingenuity is admirable, but perhaps we ought to look for a cave or some natural shelter in the surrounding wilderness. And I
Very
kind of
well.
look off around into the woods.
What I do, I clear the hair from a bit of sideburn from my ear, and I put my ear to the ground.
Listening for.
What the fuck?
I mean, I'm trained in perception. My wisdom is 1, so I'm gonna start looking.
Yeah. And are you aiding him, Windal, by listening to the ground for these vibrations, or are you just hugging the ground, just sort of like, I love this ground?
I'll let you decide. That's what I visually have done. You'll have to.
Yeah, I think all you'll feel and hear is the sound of rain and
Yeah,
rain
yeah.
going
Well,
in
no.
your other ear.
What I mean is, to the rest of the players, you just see me do that. I mean, unless you want to ask me what I'm doing, you're gonna have to just assume I'm doing something.
I rolled an 8 for perception.
Okay, so from your memory, you remember that slightly further down the trail is a hill that has almost like a hunting hide there, so it's sort of like it's covered over, and it's like half a ride's journey away, basically.
So we'd have to travel half the night.
Yeah, basically.
We could still get sufficient rest though, so let's do that. We need to press on. And yeah, I lead my horse. Well, I don't lead it. Ride my horse onwards then. The short distance required.
Okay. And everyone else, I'm assuming you follow.
We follow,
for the
yes.
quietness? All right,
Yeah.
sweet. Okay, yeah. So you arrive at like this hill hide that hunters frequent. You know, there's a few drips of water coming through, but it's much nicer, and it's going to be, you know, it's much cozier inside there. It's a bit cramped with 4 of you because it's normally just a couple of hunters, you know, hunting deer or whatnot in this area. But you know, it's cozy. The body heat next to each other will keep you warm.
Can I take Horsington into there for the extra warmth?
I don't. He will not fit inside
I think
this
they'll be
hide.
under some trees. Yeah, so I'm like, is anyone going to take first watch? How should we approach the night?
Oh, I'll take the first night. I shall send you all to the land of slumber with my music. I shall keep myself awake with it.
Very well.
So I'll get the first watch.
So you want to do the full night, right?
You'll just have to guide my mule while I sleep during the day.
I think you'll
I
be.
have.
We traveled. Yeah, you should be fine. You should be able to sleep tomorrow and avoid ever taking an exhaustion penalty. I'm pretty sure.
Everyone's going asleep. Asleep.
Cool.
People are falling asleep. La la la. Do-do-do-do.
I am soothed into the realm of dreams by the sounds of Windar.
Let us all fall asleep.
Yeah, so hopefully the night passes uneventfully.
Yeah, the Windal, you hear a few noises through the night, as you can hear.
I've got my crossbow at the ready, just
Yeah.
in case.
But it's just badgers and the like. It's just general forest wildlife. There's nothing too what you'd class as immediate danger around you all, or anything like that. Nothing occurs.
Wonderful. Okay, so let's continue playing. Everyone has gone asleep. Everyone is sleeping.
As we rise, one of the first things I notice is my stomach growling very loudly. And I say to the party, I kind of clutch my stomach and I say, I require sustenance if I am to continue.
I will happily give Azazel some of my rations. if
Thank
he
you.
needs them.
I will consume one ration from you.
Okay.
Right. So, everyone up. It is time to get up. Time to rise and all that stuff.
As I understand, as we move into the desert region of Kapuki, we have a decision to make. Do we follow the road to the village of Veritas, or are we to take the less traveled route, cutting through the treacherous sands, directly to Ale Salon?
What is between the road and Ale Salon? Is it safe to assume it'd be nothing but the desert and sand?
As far as I recall, there is an oasis, but mostly it is sprawling sands.
Oasis? That means to be coconuts. I like the sound of this. I vote for going to the oasis. We can have coconuts.
Very good. And what say ye? I look to the rest of the party.
I like coconuts.
I like coconuts and I cannot lie.
I believe that's an affirmative. Okay, yeah, so if we head from our current camp directly there, it will be quite tough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like a 6-day journey through like 2/3 of it are on the road, and then we head into the wilderness. I'm gonna need either rations or we're gonna have to stop and hunt or something at some point.
We may have to hunt, for I only have 5 days worth of rations left.
We could always do with more rations, but I have got 7 days worth, so I'm set. You guys can hunt if you need be.
What I suggest is, in the morning, I think I'm like, Cathar, I appreciate your generosity sharing your rations. I feel that before we depart today, perhaps a brief hunting trip would prove fruitful. If I could secure some rations for this journey, just so we could at least get like 4 days in or something before we have to stop again, it would be good.
4 days in will work.
So some kind of medium game should provide
Well,
me
you
with
are
enough.
at a hunting hide, so
I mean, we're in the
that's pretty
ideal
good.
spot,
Yeah,
yeah.
pretty good location for it.
Vor, you must be experienced with your bow. Perhaps we could find some tasty creatures. I actually laugh in character as well.
Me yet.
I like the sound of tasty creatures.
Excellent. Yeah, so
Chancing it, can I just shoot an arrow into the forest to see what happens?
Just
skewers like 3 pigeons in a row somehow.
like ashy arrow that just hits something without you even knowing about it.
I'm gonna roll for that.
That would be a nature check. Modified
I
by
pull up-
wisdom.
I pull out the book and go. I pull out this little book. I'm like, well, there's certainly creatures in this forest, and they're edible.
They're edible. Not just creatures, they're edible creatures.
You ever tried to eat a turtle? It's quite the challenge. It comes with its own bowl, but it's quite the challenge.
I don't have any wisdom.
No, you've got no wisdom. It's just a straight 2d6.
Yeah, that's what
May
I've done.
your arrow hit true.
Oh yeah, so it is.
I should
Wow,
play
that's
you.
an awful roll. And that was for you finding. Was that for you firing the arrow to try and find food?
I was just firing an arrow into the forest, trying to show off.
Okay, yeah, it did nothing. Like
No, that was a nature check. So that was
It hits the nearest tree, and I lean over and go,
That-
"Did you do that on purpose?"
that was a tracking check. So basically, some time was spent searching or waiting to for something to wander by, but it was unsuccessful. But we have Windar, so I would definitely recommend inspirational performance.
Follow me, and you will see a woodland of true imagination.
I hope you didn't hear me. I just nipped out. Sorry.
2d6 plus 1.
No, I mean not a performance. Your actual special ability.
yeah, you have an ability.
What's it? To re-roll. Okay.
Yeah,
Fair
you
enough,
can.
that was my ability.
Cool.
I sang "Follow Me" and you'll see.
It will be back by the time we hit an encounter. We'll be fine. So Vor, you get to re-roll your hunting check.
Rolling
Oh
away.
my god. Okay, this is rough. That's all right. I think we should. How much of the day did we waste?
Right. Okay. I have an ability to aid to that. In fact, you know what? I'm going to pull out a scroll from the pack I bought adventuring. It gives me a +2 to local animals and fauna. Will that help?
Yeah, Kat, you
Identifying
could have
though.
done
Oh,
that.
I've got that.
You've got that thing that gives you a +2 to nature checks. Like that would have probably really helped.
Bugger.
Sure, take it. Take it.
I'm going to
Retcon
pull
it.
this-
It's a 7. She rolled a 7
Yeah,
on
let's
the
do
on the
that.
retry.
And may as well put mine to your bonus. May as well put my +1 to your bonus. 'cause,
Are you trained in nature? I don't think you are.
No, he's got the book, but he's not trained in it. I don't.
If you're not
believe.
trained
So-
in it, you can't assist.
Yeah, you can't assist
Oh,
unless you've got
right.
training.
That's my own third party attempt. I'm gonna wander. I'm gonna wander the woods nearby with my book held up.
I would
Go,
say
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
could
Do not
perform.
steer me wrong.
You came across a relatively young deer, like a young doe.
Yes.
They didn't stand too much of a chance. Like they.
I mean, now
you know,
you actually have to kill
basically-
it now. She found
yeah,
it.
You've basically found Bambi. Like you've
Aw.
found the Bambi, and now you got to roll to kill it.
2d6.
I'm nowhere nearby. I would scare it away. No, it's an actual attack roll.
Yeah.
A d20 against presumably a very easy to hit creature.
Yeah. It's not gonna. I'm guessing it will just have its base AC of 9. So
I think it'd
I
be a
think that's
nuisance
base AC,
vermin
right?
actually. So probably not
Oh,
base.
thanks. I've got an AC of 7.
Yeah, it'll be 7. 7 with half a hit die of hit points. Holy shit.
Whoa.
What was that? 2d20? No, you got.
Oh,
I don't know where you got
1d20.
2 d20s from.
Because I'm stupid.
There is a macro as well. Macros.
You shall die.
Wow.
So we shall live.
Nice.
Bambi, you shall die. So we shall live. Your nutrients and essence shall become one with us. You shall live forever. through the
And
energy that we
roll
provide.
roll your damage of your longbow, and then subtract an arrow from your thing as well after you've done it from your sheet.
Remember, gent, I whisper to the people. Remember, if we enjoy the meal, Bambi didn't die in vain.
Does it even die though? That's what I'm wondering.
DM, do I see this dough that was found?
Did you go with Vor?
I didn't go too far away, but did I? But just on the off chance, I'm going to do a perception roll. Do I? Would that help if I try to do initiative and see if I can find this dough?
Yeah.
2d6.
I'm
Yeah,
not sure
you-
what you're trying to do right now, guys.
You see the dough, but yeah, like basically you're sort of following up behind Vor, and you reach her just as she basically shoots an arrow in between this young doe's eyes, and it falls to the ground.
Oh, it did die. It was fine.
It was very meager.
Yeah.
It
Can
was,
I go up to the dough and stroke it and say, "Thank you for your sacrifice"?
yeah.
Valamagules.
I
Oh
mean-
wait. Oh wait. No offense, Azazel.
Yeah, there's not, it's a young thing. There's not lots of food on that thing. It's a small deer. It's a small young doe. So
Right. Are we near the river?
yeah, you are near the river.
Okay. What I'm going to do to help with this hunting espionage, I'm going to get my rope. I'm going to dig and find some worms. I'm going to cast a line by making a hook out of one of my arrows.
I think Cathar actually has a
Yeah,
fishing pole.
Cathar.
I have
Oh.
a fishing pole.
Fine, I'll use a fishing pole, and I shall. Fine, if you want to lend me the fishing pole, I'm going to sit and just and spend the day fishing.
I am happy
Okay,
to lend
that
my
makes
fishing
sense.
pole out.
Yeah, we'll just write off this day as like a resource gathering day. Sure, makes sense.
Okay. So you have this young doe, and you're fishing. So yeah.
That'll be a nature check for the day's worth of fishing.
So one roll, 1d6, small 2d6, 2d6 plus 2.
It might be better if someone else does the fishing. Just saying, because you.
Like me,
it
because
would
I
be
can't
a.
hunt for shit.
It would be a
basically.
-2 for you, Tom.
-2.
Yeah, a minus from wisdom and a minus because you're not trained in nature.
Nature.
So would it be
It
plus
would be
1 then? Because it's a -1, isn't it, for
Oh.
untrained?
It's -1 for
basically-
untrained, -1 for wisdom.
Yeah.
Oh crap! So it just evens itself out then.
Yeah,
That'd be
might
6 then.
might be better if we retcon that and say someone more proficient at fishing fishes for
Yeah, it'd be
the fishing period.
who else has nature?
It's Vor, who is now a
Just
nature.
Vor. Just
I just have
Specialist.
a 0 in it.
They could spend the afternoon fishing after.
Yeah,
the
because
hunt, right?
you've got the +2 from the book.
Oh yeah, I could use my
You
book.
have your book of common.
No. But I'm going to
Does
sit
not
with
the dungeoneering book count?
You have a
then?
plus. Tom has a
'Cause I
+2,
have
so
a
it is
book.
an 8.
Yeah, I have a book. I have my book. So even if the -2, it's
Yeah,
cancels
it's
itself out
six.
to be 0. So.
Yeah. That's my
Tell you
bad.
what, I'm gonna sit with Qatar and just sing a song. No, fishing.
I mean,
no,
yeah,
no.
with an 8, we're bound to get some
And
small
honestly,
amount.
I'd let you keep it up all day.
I'm going to make the day pass by. This medium, I'm gonna smoke I'm gonna smoke my day's ration of pipe weed as well. So while I'm singing the song.
Do you go with you going with Windal's role? You're not going to retcon? You're just going to go with that?
I believe because he had a success, we may as
Yeah.
well stick with that one.
Okay.
So pipe weed, I'm gonna get rid of 1 day ration.
Okay. You you catch a few salmon, like about 6 salmon for your day.
Who wants to carry the salmon?
They're not great in size because you're so far upriver, but they are, they're all right.
Well, we can smoke them.
None of us know how to cook, Tom.
Damn it!
You
Most
can't
prepared
eat fish
adventuring
raw.
party. I guess in that case, when I've just been waiting at the place we made camp, and when the party returns with fish and meat, I guess, seeing as none of us can do it effectively, I'll just attempt to butcher and prepare it into rations and pack
Okay.
it for as long as it will last for the coming days. I'm going to be heavily penalized on this. Skill level -1. Is this going to be modified by... This is tricky, you know. What is cooking int or wisdom? Or the best of either?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably say best of either, because
Alright.
you can use your wisdom or you could use your intelligence.
A 7. I mean, I just about made it edible, I guess.
Yeah,
Alright, how many
Yeah.
rations do I get from
you
that?
you got the full 6 rations from the fish, so there's 6 days worth of fish there.
Yeah?
The dough you didn't quite do as good. You've managed to get out of the potential 8. You've ended up with 5 rations.
So we've
Waste
got 11.
my kill.
So we've got
So
11
two
rations
parts.
today.
Yeah, there's 11 rations.
I'll carry those, I guess.
So do we have enough for the journey? Or
I'll give the 11th ration to Cathar to repay him. Thank you, Cathar.
Most welcome, Azazel.
So we need roughly 6. We need roughly 7, don't we, each? Or else we're going to starve. Unless, of course, we make it to the. Unless we make it to the so-called
Oh yeah.
the oasis. That way we can stock up there.
It's like a, I mean, it's a 6-day journey, so yeah, if we all, you need +1, right, Tom?
I do.
Okay. Got 9 on me still. Anyone else need more rations?
I'm at 5.
Okay, +1 for you, 8 on me.
Thank you.
That's 2
I'm
encumbrance.
at 8.
Stowed, bringing that up to 8. Looking good. Okay, so you're at 8, I'm at 8, the others are at 6. We can go ahead and depart tomorrow morning, should we survive the night, for Ale Salon, and we'll be there. We'll actually be achieving the guild's goals. Oh my goodness, this is exciting.
And with that, I'm gonna fall flat on my face and sleep. Because I realised I've been awake for over 12 hours, for over 24 hours.
Yeah, you will be exhausted. Cool. Yeah, I will take watch for tonight then, as I had a good rest the previous evening.
Okay.
I will do that in character, just... I shall take the watch for the evening. Rest well, my friends. We depart at sunrise. Windal, excellent. Good job.
Way ahead of you.
Cool. So, yeah, I mean, do I manage to secure the party's rest for the night? As I stare into the darkness with my non-low light vision eyes that perceive nothing at all. I swear I saw some darkness.
Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there, wondering.
Yeah,
doubting,
it's
fearing.
another calm night. There's nothing of great importance that is there. You hear the snuffling of foxes and distant echoes of wolves crying in the night and whatnot. But it's a calm night, very serene. As you can hear, the leaves are blowing in the trees. There's a few scuds of clouds in the sky, but
As the sun breaches the horizon and the warm orange glow illuminates the Wandsworth Woods, I stand on the grassy knoll, not good phrasing, on the grassy hilltop next to the hide, and my long white cloak, which I didn't describe, is just blowing in the cool morning breeze as I listen to the birds sing, and I'm quite happy that we made it through the night well. My internal monologue is going something like, "Thank God, an uneventful night."
Okay, yeah. So, I'm guessing you guys are rousing from your sleep. I nearly said arousing from your sleep.
I mean,
Rousing from your sleep.
A Freudian slip.
That Azazel's coat just blowing in the wind's just done it for me.
It's the shimmering bald head in the morning sun. Just.
Okay, it's a pleasant, calm day in Wandsworth Woods.
Ah, the majestic day wolf.
Yeah, we don't have cockerels in this world. We have wolves.
Majestic day wolf.
Yeah, they bring in the morning for you.
As
Right then.
Cathar
Those
rises,
birds.
I definitely prompt him to lead us on. Cathar, navigate.
Yes, certainly, sir, Captain, party leader.
Captain.
You're bigger than me, don't hurt me.
This will be a skill check, a navigation check once again, dude. Oh wow. You are extremely good at
Nice.
this.
Yeah, you're like with Azazel's knowledge of this landscape and everybody's familiarity and just your general awesomeness at knowing which direction you're going in. You make it to where you're headed with ease. It's not even a problem.
Incredible. I sort of give you a pat on the back when we arrive, Azazel. I mean, what? That's me, Cathar. That makes no sense. I do pat myself on the back sometimes, though.
Thank you very much.
Okay, yeah. So you're down here. So you travelled for 6 days, right?
Yes, I've 2 rations remaining personally. Brings my
Okay,
stowed down
just
to 7.
Move my shit.
Oh man. Also, this doesn't sound very deserty.
Yeah. I'm moving stuff across. Bear with me. I'm moving the X down.
It's understand.
go.
We're still in the woodland region, still traveling. It's a long journey.
Yeah.
I believe we actually arrived in Ailsalon that journey. The full 6 days took us to the town.
Really? My measurement said it was 7, but you can move it there. I
Oh.
may have measured wrong.
Would you allow us to subtract additional rations to make it there?
Yeah. You can subtract an additional ration and make it there. That's fine.
I have 1 spare.
How many rations do we need to
I take 1 for myself, and I have 1 to give away.
How many days was it again? 6?
An extra day on top, 7th day.
Yeah.
I'll do an extra ration then if we're going to do it all in one go.
Do
Oh.
you?
I have no rations left after 6 days.
So okay, so yeah, we may as well stop here, and we've got to fish or do
Yeah,
something.
'cause that's why that's what because you said it's 7th thing and 6th to there, and then you'd fish in this oasis.
Yeah, my measurement wasn't great because of the snapping. Oh, you have 2
I
left.
loaded mine home with food, yeah, so
Okay,
if anyone needs
in that case, we're good.
rations-
We can make it then.
I am the fury and the force.
I take
I am
1 ration
the
for myself. I give 1 ration to Cathar, who gives his 2 rations to Voron Windar,
Yep.
Wonderful.
and we are good with no rations remaining. It's almost as if like this game is well designed or something. What's going on?
Well, no, that can't be it. Surely.
Fury under the
Cool.
hood.
Okay, there is supposed to be desert
That's
mute
not good
sounds
enough.
playing, but it's not playing on mine. As long as it isn't everybody else's, that's fine.
I'm not hearing it.
It's not
I
Yeah.
have
Fury,
nothing.
Could be bugged out here.
Yeah, it could be bugged out.
Fury under the hood, the charge of motherhood. I will never be slowed, will not be caged.
Let's see if this is working. Okay, so roll 20 is bugged.
Do we all need to refresh?
I'll
See if this fixes it.
He's saying stuff, but no one can hear him because he's already gone.
Yeah, I know. I did that like twice.
Okay, let's see if it allows me to do it now. Okay, there is sound playing now because I can hear it. So
No
if none of
sound
you
for
guys
me.
can hear it, yeah, you'll all have to refresh, I guess.
Okay, I'll do it last just to try and preserve the stream.
I'll go now.
Can't be without that desert ambience.
Yeah, it's since this new Roll20 patch where they've got it where it's in playlists, I think. I've seen a couple of posts mentioning it,
I
so
can hear it now.
beautiful.
I may have to reorder these webcams. We'll find out. I think it's alphabetical.
Yeah, I think it might be.
I've got it now.
Arabian Nights, Arabian Nights. See, Persian cat, even appropriate.
I think I'm supposed to have a water skin marked down here. Maybe he's having some trouble reconnecting. His internet can be temperamental. I am supposed to have a water skin. Good. Should we take a break whilst...
Yeah, we can take a break whilst we're waiting for Cathar.
Okay.
Righto.
I'm gonna go find some IRL food.
Alright dudes, hopefully you've enjoyed this first portion of Call to Arms, the campaign here. It's definitely been enjoyable, just navigating our way to Ale Salon thus far. I'm looking forward to finding out exactly what this mystery is. So join us after the break for the exciting conclusion of Session 1 of Call to Arms. See you soon, bros.